What up, my brother? Welcome back. Hope you're doing amazing. Hope your week's crushing. I hope your life's rocking and rolling. Today, I want to talk about something that's near dear to my heart. I've been coaching men for 6+ years, and there's one thing I always get is like, why does my wife keep nagging me? Or why does my wife keep calling me forward, calling me higher? I get that question all the time. And I used to have that question about my wife all the time. I always like, why the fuck do you keep pulling me forward? Why the fuck can I just live? I always used to say that. Can I just be me, please? I'll figure it out. But they're always calling us forward. And today I want to talk about why that is and why it's important to understand what it means, why it's important to understand what it does to the relational dynamics, why it's important to understand who you are as a man. And when you make this commitment to a relationship, you have to understand that this relationship is going to be your biggest test in life. It's going to be the thing that calls you forward to grow the most. You know, we have this Disneyfication of relationships across the world that, oh, it's just supposed to be rainbows and butterflies and happily ever after and all that fucking bullshit. The reality is a good relationship is a place where you grow to your highest potential, because it's going to challenge you the most. It's going to call you forward the most. It's going to hold you accountable to your bullshit the most. It's going to hold you accountable to your truth the most. And when you realize that, and when you take on that level of understanding about relating, you stop trying to escape the call forward. You stop trying to escape the nagging. You stop trying to escape taking responsibility. See, your wife's not trying to nag you. She's not. Honestly, she has no fucking time to nag you. What she's doing is holding you accountable to the man you said you were going to be, the man that you promised her. She's holding you accountable to that. She's holding you accountable to the relationship you promised her, to the future you promised her. But you don't hold yourself accountable to the bullshit that comes out of your mouth. You don't hold yourself accountable to your word. See, your word should be law. Like, what comes out of here, I should move toward an action. If it doesn't come out of here, then I shouldn't move toward an action. If I know I'm not going to move toward an action, then I don't say it out of my fucking face hole. The problem with most of you men is that you are so concerned about her loving you or liking you or accepting you that you'll say whatever the fuck it takes to get that fulfillment. But at the end of the day, when you don't fulfill your word with her, you break the trust of the relationship. And when you break the trust of the relationship, you bring out the nagging bitch in her. You bring out the ball buster in her. You bring out the masculine presence in her, because she doesn't fucking feel safe with you, because you lie to yourself and you lie to her. Why the fuck would she feel safe? Why would she feel comfortable? Why would she want to show up and be feminine for you? Why? If you're not being masculine, the masculine is consciousness, truth, honesty, integrity, leadership, direction. If you're not doing any of those fucking things and you're breaking your word every fucking step of the way, why the fuck would she show up and be feminine? If you can't be the thing she needs, why should she be the thing you need? So instead of going and blaming and shaming and justifying why she's nagging, oh, it must be her time of the month, it must be this part of the cycle, it must be she's just bitchy, it must be something. Look in the fucking mirror. If the same thing keeps getting called out over and over and over again, I promise you it's not a her problem, it's a you problem. Like, sex is being pulled off the table because you're not living up to your word, or you're not doing what needs to be done. There's like a disconnection intimately with you. It's not a her problem, it's a you problem. If you watch my channel long enough, I'm going to convince you of one thing as a man. Anything and everything that shows up to your door is your responsibility. And it's your fault. And when you start taking that level of accountability for your life, you stop blaming people, you stop putting power in other people's hands, and you start fucking making moves that hold yourself accountable to the life and relationship and health and business that you desire. But you have to be willing to fucking be accountable to yourself. And when you're accountable to yourself, you're not afraid to be accountable to your wife. You're not afraid to be accountable to your kids. You're not afraid to be accountable to your clients. But you have to be accountable to yourself first. And that means you got to fucking stop saying yes to bullshit you know you're never going to do. You got to stop saying you're going to do A, B, and C when you know good and well you're never going to fucking show up for that thing. You need to give people the truth. Be fucking honest for once. Tell her what you really think instead of the bullshit you think she wants to hear. Because you're saying all this shit out of your mouth, but nothing is being matched with action. So it's a fucking sham. And you look like a shell of the man that she supposedly wanted to marry. You look like a shell of, this is a shell of the relationship that you promised her. It's a shell of the love that you've created. Because you're not willing to be honest. You're not willing to hold yourself accountable. You're not willing to look in the mirror. You're not willing to lead. You're not willing to be integral. You're not willing to be the man. Yeah. Every month, women have their moments. I get it. I have fucking 3 women in my house. Totally understand it. And that is not the reason why she's bitchy 30 days, 31 days of March out of the month. There's not the reason why she's nagging you 31 days out of the month. There's not the reason why she's calling you to rise 31 days out of the month. There's not the reason why she questions your leadership 31 days out of the month. There's not the reason why she's not intimately connected to you or really open to your advances 31 days out of the month. It's because you aren't accountable to you. You don't lead you. She don't trust you. Yeah, but I'm a trustable man. I'm honest. No, the fuck you're not. If you're saying a bunch of bullshit to get married, and then when you get married, you do the opposite of that shit, then you're not fucking honest. You're a fucking liar at the core. You gotta stop promising people shit that you're not willing to keep. You gotta stop promising yourself shit you're not willing to keep. See, this all starts with self. At the end of the day, this fucking starts with you. It starts with the man that you are. Like, you promise yourself shit that you're not willing to do every fucking day. I'm going to get in shape, and you're 50 pounds overweight. I'm going to make more fucking money. You're still working the same fucking 9 to 5, learning no new skill sets, trying no new adventures, going after no new opportunities. I'm going to take up a new hobby while you're sitting on the couch drinking beer every weekend. I'm going to take my kids out and do things. And then every time there's something for them to do, you fucking turn a blind eye to them. I'm going to take my wife on a date. And then you're sitting on the couch watching Netflix with her. That's not a motherfucking date. That's an attempt to have a hookup session for yourself. It's not for her. She wants to be wined. She wants to be dined. She wants to be swooned. She wants to be treated like she is your wife, not your mother. She wants to be your lover. If you're constantly treating her like your mother, like she's cooking all your fucking food and the kids' food. She's washing all your dishes and the kids' dishes. She's washing all the laundry and your laundry. She's making all the decisions and your decisions. She's planning all the things and your things. And you're just sitting back on the couch watching it fucking happen. You're sitting back on the couch after you went to work, like, oh, I went to work, so I provided. I'm a man today. Now I'm going to come home and be a girl and just lay there, and hopefully she'll come and jump on me. Because I deserve to be seen, heard, and understood because of all the work I've done today. Shut the fuck up. Nobody needs to wash your fucking underwear. Nobody needs to cook your fucking food. Nobody needs to fucking wash your dishes. Nobody needs to clean your fucking mess. Nobody needs to make your fucking decisions. Your wife wants you to come in and have some direction, some leadership. If you want something, make it fucking happen. Take the load off of her. If you take the load off of her, she will be more willing to be open to you. But right now, you've put so much of a load on her that she's unwilling to open because she's so fucking burnt out being a man all day. See, mothering energy is a masculine energy. It's a do energy. It's a planning energy. It's a directional energy. We always say, oh, it's just mothering. No, mothers tend to be very masculine by their core. That's why you hear a lot of men say, stop mothering me. Well, stop fucking being a woman. Stop being a child. Be a fucking man. I was taught by my dad at a very young age and my mom at a very young age to cook for myself, clean for myself, plan for myself, do for myself. And never put that expectation on my wife. And no matter what relationship I've gotten into in my life, I cook for myself, I clean for myself, I plan for myself. And I do it for my wife. She'll clean. She'll cook dinner from time to time. She'll wash my clothes from time to time. Only if she doesn't have shit going on too. Like, it's not her job to raise me. I fucking raise myself. It's not her job to take care of me. I take care of myself. I'm a big fucking boy. It's not her job to make sure I get fed. It's my motherfucking job to get fed. It's not my job. It's not her job to plan for me and plan dates for me. No, it's my motherfucking job. I'm the man. See, we want all of these things from our wife, but we're unwilling to be the thing that she needs. We want her to be what we need, and we're not going to give her anything in return. The idea of this relational dynamic that we have is a reciprocal process of polarity where the masculine leads, the feminine leans into. But if you're not willing to do that dance, then she's going to be the masculine and you're going to be the feminine. You're going to always be leaning back. She's always going to be leaning forward, but it's not going to be the intimacy you desire. It's going to be the mothering energy that you've created. And I promise you, unless you got some kink, like wanting to be intimate with your mother is not something that you fucking look forward to. You want to be intimate with the radiant goddess that you married, the one that you fell in love with, the one that took your breath away. But it requires you to be the man that swooned her, that took her breath away, that made her melt. So we have to stop blaming our partners for calling us forward to the man we said we're going to be. Be the fucking man. Lead the fucking way. Hold yourself accountable to the words that come out of your fucking mouth. Stop hoping that she's going to pursue you because you worked today. Motherfucker, working is your job. That is what you do. If you think that you should be celebrated for going to fucking work, you are a fucking child mentally. Go the fucking work. You think you should be celebrated because you worked out today? Go fucking work out. That's your job. You think you should be celebrated for making tough decisions today? Make fucking tough decisions. That's your fucking job. You think you should be celebrated for leading today? Lead. That's your fucking job. You think you should be celebrated for planning dates for your wife? Plan dates. That's your motherfucking job. You think you should be celebrated for keeping your word to her and to you? Be integral. That's your motherfucking job. See, everything that you think she should give you, you should be doing in reverse. Because you can't expect somebody to show up for you in a way that you're not willing to show up for her or yourself in that way. If you think you should be validated every motherfucking time you turn your head because you're a guy, you're acting from the wounded feminine energy. You're not acting from a masculine energy. A healthy masculine energy moves and goes. He doesn't fucking wait for applause. He doesn't wait for validation. He doesn't need approval. He doesn't need permission. He doesn't need somebody else's plan. He fucking makes it fucking happen every damn day. Day in, day out. Day in, day out. He just steps. Stop bitching. Stop whining. It's not fucking cute. Nobody gives a fuck. Change who you're being and watch the relationship change. If you're not willing to change who you're being and transform the man that you're showing up as, expect your relationship to fall apart. Because you can't have a full-ass relationship giving it a half-ass effort. My brothers, if you like this message, and you think it's powerful, that somebody needs to hear this, like, subscribe, share this with somebody. I promise you, it is needed in the world today. And if you want to do work on this, I have 3 options. Number 1, I have something called the Brotherhood. in which I teach in there every day. You get access to a lot of my courses. You get access to all my master classes, and you get 2 calls with me a month in a group setting, which is fucking amazing. Check that out. Send me a message. It's in the link in the bio. I also do one-on-ones with clients. It's my most intimate setting where I move men powerfully through their life into from where they are to where they want to be in a short amount of time. It's a very highly accountable scenario. It's a highly efficient scenario, and it's a high workload scenario in which I push you to your best. And then also I got Masculine Mastery coming out here on the 25th of March. This is my live program I run twice a year. It's my cornerstone program of everything I've ever learned about me being me leading as a man, me being a great husband, me being a great businessman, me being a great steward of masculine energy within the world. And if you want to learn more about that, please send me a message or comment below and I'll get you a link. Guys, I hope you have an amazing day. Love you much. Peace out.